Hi everyone, myself Lingareddy. In this session, we'll discuss commercial cells. We have mainly three commercial cells: the primary cells and secondary cells and fuel cells. Let me explain one by one. In this video, we'll discuss the primary cell and secondary cells. The next video, we'll discuss the fuel cell and corrosion. Right? Commercial cells. Cells. Also, we can call batteries. Batteries are mainly the cells are three types. The first one is primary cell. Second one is secondary cell, and third one is fuel cell. Let me explain primary cell. What is the primary cell? Primary cell cells are those in which the redox reaction occurs only once, and the cell becomes dead. Right? Primary cells, once we are using, after we cannot use. That simple word. Once we are use that battery, again we cannot recharge. Such a cells is called primary cells. The primary cells are those which are redox reaction occurrence only one time. It's not happening again opposite the reaction. So such a cells is called primary cells. So the primary cells here mainly two types is there. Generally we are using main two types of primary cells. In that the first one is here two types is there primary cells. The first one is dry cell. The second one is mercury cell. I hope it is clear up to here. Right. Let me explain dry cell. Also we can call this cell is also called Leclanche cell. Sometimes they are asking in board exam both the names, right? Leclanche cell and dry cell. Right here. Generally this cell consists the cylindrical zinc container, right? So this is like this, the cylindrical zinc container. This zinc container acting as a anode. This is the cylindrical zinc container. Right. So this is acting as a anode, right? And the center of the cell we have to take a graphite rod. This is graphite rod. This is does not touch to the base bottom. So this is we have some space. Okay. This is does not touch to the bottom, right? So this is graphite. This is the zinc container. This is the graphite. This graphite acting as a cathode. In between the space, the graphite and zinc container, some space is there. This space is the divide like two parts. This is the some part of comes under the graphite, some part is comes under the zinc container. So in zinc container, this empty spot, this one here green color dots, in this spot we are taking here both the paste of ZnCl2 plus ammonium chloride, right? In between, inside this here, these dots here, this is, we have to take here mixture of MnO2 plus carbon, charcoal, right? I hope it is clear up to. This will be we have sealed it like this. We have to seal, and we can keep the one metal cap. This is metal cap, this is metal cap, right? So this is called exact dry cell, nothing but Lagrange cell. So let me explain what is the reaction in anode and what is the reaction at cathode. Let me explain. The first one is anode. At anode reaction, right, zinc, it converted into zinc plus 2 electrons, right? Here oxidation taking place. At cathode reaction, so at cathode reaction, what is the cathode reaction happening? At cathode, surrounded by the MnO2 is there, MnO2 plus here ammonium ions, and whatever the electrons are releasing at cathode, at anode, taking electron here, and to form a manganese oxide, hydroxy oxide, MnO and OH, and then the liberation of ammonium gas, right? This is one electron gaining, means this product will getting. Two electron gaining means what is the product here? So 2 moles of MnO2 we are taking, here 2 moles of ammonium ion, plus here 2 electrons is there, so here forming Mn2O3 manganese dioxide plus 2 moles of ammonium gas plus H2O is forming. I hope it is clear, right? Here the simple trick is here the oxidation state here, the oxidation state here plus 4, here oxidation state is plus 3, the oxidation here plus 4 to plus 3, oxidation state is decreases, it is reduces, right? This very important point here, this ammonia is there, this ammonia is combined with this zinc plus ions and to form a ammonium zinc complex. Let me explain clearly. The zinc ions are forming here Zn plus 2, right? It react with 4 moles of ammonia and to form a Zn NH3 4 times, and here plus 2 is there, right? This is formation of complex in dry cell, right? Next important point here, those cells have voltage in the range 1.25 volts to 1.50 volts. I hope it is clear. And one more point here, it is do not have long life. The reason is due to acidic form of ammonium chloride. This is corroded the zinc container, so it's not come long life. I hope it is clear. that is dry cell or lac cell is complete. Now your mercury cell. Here point number 1, zinc mercury cell, right, sorry, mercury cell here is used in small electrical devices such as hearing aids and watches. Generally we are observing the watches small cells, that is mercury cells, right. The point number 2 here, it consists of zinc container as a anode. The next one, third point here, carbon rod as a cathode. Then next one here, in between the some empty space is there, like in dry cell, anode and cathode, and which type of substance taking we are here. Let me explain the point number 4, moisture Hg mixed with KOH as a electrolyte, filled between two electrodes, between the two electrodes, right. Let me explain what is the happening in the anode reaction here. The at anode, zinc amalgam is there, ZnHg, and in the presence of basic condition OH minus, it converted into zinc oxide plus H2O, and the 2 electrons are released here from zinc, right. At cathode reaction, zinc oxide treated with in the presence of water and taking 2 electrons here, its reduction taking place here, zinc plus 2 OH minus is forming. So what is the overall reaction here? So these H2O and H2O cancel, 2 electrons is cancelled, OH minus, right. Here OH2 OH minus is cancelled. So what is the reactants is there here? Zinc amalgam plus zinc oxide gives zinc plus zinc oxide. I hope it is clear, right. So what is the cell potential here? The cell potential value is 1.35 volts. I hope it is clear. The simple key point here, zinc is reducing agent, Ra reducing agent. So second point here, zinc oxide, right, zinc oxide, this is zinc plus 2 oxide is oxidizing agent, right. Next one, second type cell, secondary cell. In secondary cell, are those which can recharge by passaging or an current, electric current, right? Such a cells is called secondary cells. We have mainly two types of cells, secondary cells. Daily life used the cells here. The first one is lead storage battery. Storage battery. Second one is here nickel cadmium storage cell. Let me explain lead storage battery. The first one here, lead storage battery. The point number one, this is most common batteries used in automobiles, right? Second one is here PB lead storage, consist 6 cells, each cell producing 2 volts. Let me draw the how it is arranging in the battery. So this is cell, alternatively cathode and anode is arranged. So this is anode, and here one more anode, another, this is one more anode. These three are together each other. This is called anode, right? I hope it is clear. This is anode, right? In alternative way, same in cathode also arranging, right? This is cathode, and one more cathode here and here. This connecting through one wire. This is cathode. These are merged in dilute H2SO4. Now I am doing here, this is this merged in dilute H2SO4. So this is dilute H2SO4, right? Point number 3 here, each cell consist lead anode. This is using their lead anode. What about the cathode here? The cathode here using here a lead oxide, PbO2. This is the cathode, this is anode, right? That point only I am discussing, third point, right? I hope it is clear. Now the fourth point here, grind of lead packed with PbO2 as a cathode. Next one already we discussed, the electrodes, cathode and anode electrodes arranged alternatively arranged. And even next one and sixth point here, the suspended in dilute H2SO4. This is 38% by mass, or 1.3 grams of centimeter cube of density. Okay, so we can take this, the H2SO4 concentration is 38 percentage of mass percentage. I hope it is clear. This is acting as a the electrolyte, right? This is acting as a electrolyte. I hope it is clear. Let me explain. During the discharge, what is the happening at the anode reaction and cathode reaction, and then we will discuss the what is the recharge, what happened at anode and cathode reaction. Let me explain. First one, during discharge. At anode, right? So generally we are taking anode as a lead, right? This is combined with SO4 minus 2. At anode, oxidation taking place. At anode, oxidation nothing but loss of electron. So it can combine with SO4 minus 2 and to form a lead sulfate plus 2 electrons. The 2 electrons are losing here. At cathode reaction, so what is that cathode reaction here? PbO2 plus SO4 minus 2 and react with in the presence of acidic medium 4H plus ions and taking 2 electrons here, it converted into lead sulfate plus 2 moles of H2O is forming. See, let me explain overall reaction. What is the overall reaction here? So these two electrons cancelled, and anything going to get cancelled? No, right? So now here what are the reactant we have to write the reactant side. These are the reactant. So lead is there, place lead oxide, place 2SO4 minus 2 place and 4H plus ions place, that's all. It gives 2 moles of PbSO4 and place 2H2O. I hope it is clear, right? Whenever the discharge we are using the battery, this reaction is happening. So whenever the H2SO4 concentration is decreases because of SO4 minus converted into lead sulfate, right? So whenever the battery is discharging, the concentration of H2SO4 is decreases, right? One note point here, this is a note point. So in this note point here, what H2SO4 is used up during the discharge. Already explained. Whenever battery is used, the H2SO4 concentration is decreases. So density of H2SO4 is fall. That means decreases, falls, right? So whenever it's fall, when it's fall below 1.2 grams centimeter cube, battery needs recharge. Battery is recharging. I hope it is clear. Whenever the density of H2SO4 is decreases 1.20 grams centimeter cube, then batteries need the charging. So the concentration of H2SO4 is decreases. So again we can recharge. Battery will be it again will get H2SO4. Next thing is next to the recharge. What is that cathode reaction and anode reaction? Right here at anode reaction, what happened here? PbSO4 plus 2H2O, it's converted into lead oxide. PbO2 plus SO4 minus 2 and place 4 H plus ions. This will be combined with this one to form a H2SO4. So next one, at cathode reaction. Cathode reduction taking place. So PbSO4 and taking 2 electrons and to form a Pb solid plus SO4 minus 2 is taking place. Reaction is happening here. So overall reaction shall we observe here. So here these 2 electrons, here the oxidation taking place, here minus 2. So overall reaction here, 2 moles of PbSO4 plus 2H2O gives PbO2 plus 2SO4 minus here one and place Pb plus 4H plus ions is there. I hope it is clear. Exert reverse reaction to discharge, right? Recharge reaction is exert reverse to discharge reactions. I hope it is clear. Here during a discharge, the concentration of PbSO4 is formation taking place. The concentration of PbSO4 is increases during the discharge, right? And during the recharge, the PbSO4 concentration is decreases here. I hope it is very clear. Let us observe the one cells here. 2 different cells we have to take. Yes, they are giving here very clear. So this is the recharging, right? This is discharging. Okay, at anode is, this is the anode blade. It converted into oxidation to lead plus 2. Already we are seeing the reaction. See here again, here recharging, exert opposite, right? So this is here acting as a lead sulfate, and here observe one thing, electron flowing here, and like this way, and whenever the recharging, the electron flowing like this way, I hope it is clear. And one more thing here, the lead is your anode, lead oxide is cathode, but here cathode is lead sulfate, the anode is lead sulfide only, because of we are seeing in the reaction. So here lead sulfide, here also lead sulfide, it's converted into lead plus SO4 minus 2. I hope it is clear. Next one, second battery here, secondary cell, and nickel cadmium battery, nickel and cadmium storage. These are the storage batteries, storage cell. Point number 1 here, it is used in calculators. One more important point in the lead storage battery here, generally lead storage battery here produces 12 volts. It produces 12 volts, right? Each cell can produce here each cell can produce 2 volts. Totally 6 volts is there. Each electrode produces 2 volts, right? Here totally 6 electrodes is there. This 6 electrode into 2, totally 12 volts it will be produced, right? Here used in calculators. And the second point here, it has longer life. Cadmium cells having, nickel and cadmium cell having longer life than lead storage battery. But more expensive. This is, the cost is more, the more expensive, right? Next one, third point here, cadmium electrode act as a anode, and your fourth point, nickel plus 4 electrode acting as a cathode. I hope it is clear. These two electrodes emerged in KOH solution. Let us discuss what happened at cathode reaction and what is happening is anode reaction. Let me explain. This is during discharge at anode reaction. Right, the first one is here, the cadmium in the basic medium, it's converted into cadmium hydroxide, plus lost the 2 electrons. Same in nickel here at cathode reaction. Now at cathode reaction, this cathode reaction, this is second reaction, nickel O2 in the presence of water to give taking 2 electrons here to give nickel hydroxide plus 2 OH minus. So during the discharge, the formation of cadmium hydroxide here, the formation of cadmium hydroxide and nickel hydroxide is formation taking place, and we can recharge. These two are consumed to form the basic medium. Here also the basic nature is decreases here. So basic nature is remains same. Here also OH minus is there. Here also OH minus is there. Right. So what is the overall reaction here? So here 2 OH cancelled. 2 electrons is cancelled. What is here? Nickel plus NiO2 plus 2 moles of H2O to give cadmium hydroxide plus nickel hydroxide, and place what is there remains is there. That's all right. So this is overall reaction, the formation of cadmium hydroxide and nickel hydroxide. Whenever again recharge, this reaction will be happening in opposite way. So this is the secondary and primary battery cells. I hope it is clear, and thank you for watching video.